All right. It's Dr. Rob Kiltz. How you guys doing on this beautiful Sunday? I am live. Hans Schmidt, number one. Let's see. Mil Sans, Escobar, Ted, good morning. 4L, Texas. Great day. We got Dr. Kiltz Instagram, CMI Fertility Instagram, The Mighty Tribe, and of course, YouTube, Facebook. And I was like, they were like, is Kiltz, what is it? Kiltz a no-show? Carnivore Soil. Let's see. John Albert. Did he forget? We check back later today. Kiltz is a no-show. Kiltz is live. It's just a little later in the day. Yeah. Fave part of the day, Kiltzy time. It's Sunday. I do 10 to 11, and then I've got 11 to noon live with a PCOS nutritionist, Joanna Obdike. And I just got called by just a cold call by Emily Harvos, SBG team. And so we're going to talk a little bit later in the day. I hope everyone's doing well. We got 19 on the YouTube, Facebook. I gotta see your hey Kiltz, good morning. How you doing today? Ashley, good morning. A great day in God's paradise. What are you guys thinking? What are you doing? All right, Lisa Portillo, you started it off. Thank you so much. Rachel Gard, hey. Keto Mike, good morning from Tampa Bay. It's Dr. Rob Kiltz live at, instead of at 5, I do 5 a.m. Monday through Friday, Saturdays off, and Sundays at 10 till noonish. That's it. Let's see. Awesome. Zuho, how you doing? Miss Tia is in Melbourne, Australia for another week. She got her luggage. They found her luggage. And what are we talking about? Anything you want to talk about when it comes to life, faith, gratitude, kindness, food, nutrition, keto, carnivore, doesn't matter. Amazing. And I brought up my Snake River Farm ribeye, let's see, long bone tomahawk. This is the way to start the day. I typically have a little, I might have breakfast on Sundays. Typically don't have breakfast any other day. I had 3 eggs. I first sauteed some ancestorsfoods.com pork belly, some Snake River Farms ribeye, and then I beat in some eggs with cream and Parmesan. Amazing. Frittata. I think that's what they call it. Right on. Let's see. Rachel Gard, good morning. Let's see. Mimi from Vienna, good morning. Ariel Mangan, 10-week scan, Thursday, growing. Heart rate 173. Awesome and amazing. Let's see. What do we got here? Eva Goldman, Leslin, Keith, Leonard, Stacy. Let's see. Dietrich, Amy Perrin, Beverly Amak, Scott Steiner, Michael Hunt, Gabriel Cavazos, and Hans Schmidt. Great. To the Mighty Tribe, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate everyone. Let's see. Paul Gard. Let's see. Thanks a lot for stopping in, everyone. Looking to come to CNY, get my tubes untied. Jessica, we can handle that. Love that. Ground beef and eggs for me. Nice, the Marla Cat. I love ground beef, but make sure you have enough fat in your meal. It's by increasing fat. See, paleo, keto, and carnivore are high-fat diets, and I say a 1-to-1 fat to everything else. Chronically ill mama. How common is male infertility when they have had one child and have been able to get me pregnant 4 times, but in a miscarriage? It's quite common. Always think of the sperm is damaged, the egg is damaged, the embryo is damaged, and the uterus is damaged. You got to work on all of those at the same time. And it's best worked on with faith. Visualize the things in life that you wish to have as if they are, and they shall be that or better. And it's work every day. Sometimes the little mystery goblins come in and try to steal it from you. Don't let them do that. That's why faith is so powerful. And again, fertile fatty foods every day. And look towards evaluation for endometriosis, adenomyosis, polycystic ovarian syndrome, which again at 11 o'clock today on the live. So we're going to switch off at 11 and then switch back on again to a live on the Facebook, YouTube only. So you got a Mighty Tribe people, come on over there. Doing a beard. I'm not sure. Yeah, Scott Steiner. I know you've been gone. I mixed it up. This is only 3 days for Kiltzy. It doesn't take long. Let's see. Scooby-Doo Dog. Good morning, Robert Kiltz, MD, and friends from Wisconsin, USA. Keith. Let's see. Carnivore Keith from Plymouth. Is it Captain, Michigan? Hoorah. Dr. K. Thanks for stopping in. A great day. looking to come to New York. We do tubal reversals. We do IVF. We do IUIs. We do intercourse cycles. We do natural. We do integrative. We offer acupuncture, massage, meditation, prayer, visualization, and never, ever, ever give up, but always give it up to God every single day. What do you know about sarcomyces woldari? I don't know a lot about it, but it's a bacteria, yeast, or virus. They want to kill you and take you down. Now, do we use them in order to make our fermented foods and our medicines? Yes, yes, yes. Fifth cause of disease: excessive eating fatty meat, salt water. The fifth cause of disease is excessive exercise. First cause is plant sugars, plant antigens, plant chemicals, fermentation of plants in the gut. The fifth cause is excessive exercise. That's all it is. Michael Selly. We are the writers of our own story. That is all it is. Good. Nick Rickberg, good morning. Eva Goldman. How can I raise my AMH? Fatty, fertile foods, fasting. Now, again, when I say fertile fatty foods, I mean eat fat. A stick of butter a day, as my good friend Bella Ma, Stick and Butter Gal, recommends. Rock on. And fasting, by the way. Will fasting help cure a concussion? Current hockey player. Yes. Fat and fasting. Why do you think it was chicken soup? But not the chicken soup you get in a can or a box or a bottle or a cube. You got to make it yourself, right? You get the chicken, the whole chicken, the organ meats, or you get the beef bones or the lamb bones, and you just let them do their thing, cook them down, a little bit of salt, throw some butter in there. You got to extract all the glycosaminoglycans and the all the really good stuff within the chicken soup. Let's see. Creative Soil. We made it right on. Good morning from Oklahoma. Again, Sundays at 10, Monday through Friday, 5 a.m., most every day. The best way to treat a fungal infection naturally. Let's see. Probably put some tallow on it and let it smother it because they don't like fat. Celtic and Himalayan salt. Love them all. I love Malden and Redmond sea salt, but I make sure I eat my meat. Meat makes the masters, and mush makes us weak and meek. Eat the fatty meat. Now, I love my Snake River Farms, but Our Ancestors Foods. There's so many great meats out there. Just check out drkiltz.com. We're going to add to the list of free-range, grass-fed, pasture-raised, all those things. And butter. Sports. Let's see. We get a wave to everyone on the CNY side. Thanks a lot. Don't forget on the Instagram, there's a question button down at the bottom that I could better see your questions because the Instagram just keeps going so fast because they don't let me do it on a big device. I got to do it on these small devices. That's all I can get. Oklahoma, eat beef, and you're golden. The fatty meat, salt water, bingo. That's it. Lift the weights. And as my good friend Fred Hahn, slow burn. All you got to do is say, I got to push. And all you got to do is do the work. And if you have this right at your desk by your side all day long, you do your 5 times, 3 times 5 during the day. Don't forget your sit-ups, pull-ups, push-ups, get-ups, and your squats. And we got a shitload of new Kiltz cups coming out. And so you go to kiltzcups.com and I think $15-$20. It would maybe make them $25 because the cost of firing has gone up. Cost of everything's going up, man. Will the feds just leave the interest rate alone so we can all just get on with life? That's what I say. Eat beef, be golden. Hey, good morning. It's good to do IVF with no fallopian tubes. Liz Lee, you don't need your tubes. Adios, fallopian tubes. Don't need them. If you have a hydrosalpinx or you have chronically infected or damaged tubes, yank them out. And don't forget, there's the 30-day antimicrobial protocol. I think is really good. All right, Bianca Social. Morning, I had 3 fantastic retrievals at Syracuse, hoping to do my next in Sarasota. Sarasota starting retrievals next week. Remember, there's a little bit of a line we got to get people through because we're only doing like 2 a day for the first few weeks in order to make sure the lab is just right. We can fix things when we only have a few, but if we have 20 in a day and it's like, oh my, what the? We can do it. Carnivore in Montana. How you doing, my friend? Salmon Matt, good morning. Thanks a lot to the Dr. Kiltz, the CNY Fertility, YouTube, Facebook, and the Mighty Tribe. Thank you. Epstein-Barr's. I believe Mike Anzovino asked, can carnivore help Epstein-Barr virus? Absolutely, because all these viruses, bacteria, yeast, are all loving you because you're eating a lot of plants and proteins. You see, proteins break down to amino acids, which are sugar-like. They're glucogenic. That's it. Let's see. Oddest thing, I had a 4 to 6 millimeter follicle ongoing, 325 Menopur 75, stop stims 8 estrogen, blah, blah, blah. Ultrasound grew to 9.6 on my own estrogen 48. You can now add the gonadotropins or keep following it and it may grow nicely. Let's see. It's Miran Miller, Ron Miller, new to carnivore. What do you think about whiskey during carnivore? Listen, alcohol is not good for us in any significance or frequency. In small amounts, it's a neurotoxin. It's a toxin for our body, but small amounts from time to time with your guys, your gals, family, friends. But it's a sip. It's a toast. That's what it's meant to be. Nothing more. It's not really good for us. Right on. Good morning. No fallopian tubes. Don't need them. Don't need them. All right. Another question. Get the questions on the CNY. This is the hour of the Fertile Fireside Chat. I got my fire in the background, and I'm talking about fertility, health, and wellness for everyone. I don't care your size, shape, age, weight, gender. We are in the mission of making babies around the globe. That's what we do here. All right, Sarasota BMI cutoff. No. You got to check with them. It's over 45. They want it over 50. They want to check with everyone to make sure that there's anything else medically that we need to make sure everyone's safe on. We're doing it. Brenda Stone, BRB, pulling meat from the oven. Awesome, Brenda. Yes. I love black and blue, but I also love the. If you go to Mirabeau and Skinny Atlas, ask for the beef short ribs. And ask for some scallops, nothing else on the plate, and melted butter. Melt the butter. That's the best way in life, right on. Central Texas, Brenda Stone. Good morning, Roberta Brown. Jeffrey Skillern, Tennessee. If I missed you on the Mighty Tribe, sorry about that. Amy Perrin, good morning. Beverly Ama. Kayla B., good morning, Doc. How can I raise my AMH? Again, anti-Mullerian hormone is damaged, or basically your ovaries and your eggs and follicles are damaged due to a plant-based low animal fat diet and eating 3 to 6 meals a day, 1 meal a day at night, 1 or 2 snacks. I'll give you that. So if you have one main meal, and then I don't care when it is, but I think at night's the best. Oh man. And add the fat for sure. Look at our molecular fertility supplements. We have our ovarian bloom, our peak prenatal, and our male fertility. And the guys also throw on some inositol and go to the keto carnivore way. It's so simple in life, isn't it? Absolute mundo. Inositol and CoQ10, Grace Murphy, yes, for sure. Can be helpful. How much do you need? I don't know that we've really proven what you need, but 200 is probably good. The CoQ10. Francine Garcia, good morning. How you doing, my friend? Great day in God's paradise. Let's see. Did I get to that? I hope I didn't miss anyone here. Stephanie St. Louis just had a transfer, PGT tested, 5BB, better babes, and it didn't implant. I'm now going to start Emma Alice, do the anti-inflammatory protocol, Emma Alice Receptiva on ERA. And look at our molecular fertility supplements. Absolutely get a lot of good advice there. And laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, endometriosis. And have you gone keto or carnivore? Again, vegan, vegetarians, Mediterraneans can do keto. I say carnivore is like the top of the line. We're the lions of the world. We are pigs, cows, and sheep. Done with that. Sarasota is going to be open. Again, there's a little bit of line. Age cutoff for FET at your practice. No, there is not, Summer Lee. 95, maybe. I don't know that. That's a very good. All right, let's see. How do I get this? Oh, it's not going down. There we go. Wifey Cookie, how you doing, my friend? All right, Dr. Kiltz got a question. Tallow, bacon, fat, and ghee. What's your favorite? Oh, bacon, beef bacon, pork belly is my favorite. And again, pork belly, but I love tallow, lard, ghee, but I love butter. I'm not a ghee fan personally. Don't touch it very much. All right. Does Sarasota no BMI? We're working on making sure everyone is going to be coming there. Thanks a lot. Prescribe after egg retrievals. Why is letrozole? Letrozole lowers estradiol levels. Letrozole and also Dostonex reduces your risk of OHSS. just to let you know. Any tips on recovering from COVID and lingering inflammation ahead of my egg retrieval? Carnivore and bone broth and bone marrow and fasting. That's really it. And, if you're drinking a lot of coffee, get rid of it. I don't care if it's decaf. Minimize, eliminate. That's where I would go. Hey, Patty, Brenda, good morning from beautiful Michigan. Patty Lipstro, how you doing? And Monday evening, 7:30 p.m., the Zoom meeting is live. And I know it's kind of a tough time for people around the globe in some places, but you could, by the way, Stephanie St. Louis, you could just treat with the antimicrobial, the anti-endo, and the antihistamine. And don't forget, what is the best nutrition for humans? It's carnivore. That's it. DN, sir, when do you recommend to start Immune Protocol 3? I pretty much recommend Immune Protocol 3 for everyone going through IVF for sure. And 4 is if you failed 3, and keto carnivore for everyone. And I leave in the keto because I recognize not everyone's going to eat just meat. But I call it the baby's way: bacon, eggs, butter, beef, Kiltz's ice cream, salt, 1 meal a day, and make love to your partner, right? And men are dumb, not so smart sometimes. Flatter them, feed them, make love to them, and they will do whatever you ask. It's simple. Does Sarasota? We got that one from Bianca Social. Thank you. Tips for COVID: how long after an initial consult do you get started? Usually about 2 to 4 weeks to get, that it takes about 1 to 2 weeks to get the call, order your meds, another 2 weeks, get you going the month, right, the next month after that. In the meantime, you got to go online to the you got to get the Family Building Guide on Amazon or CNY Fertility website, the Family Building Guide. We're working on our new CNY Family Building Guide post when you're pregnant and beyond for health and wellness. That's so important. Your health and wellness doesn't stop once you're it's like trying to get pregnant. You want to stay on that healthy journey throughout your pregnancy, your breastfeeding, the rest of your life. And I'm sorry, when the American College, I got to find this article. I got it over here somewhere. Hang out with me. I'm disappointed in the importance of nutrition in pregnancy and lactation, lifelong consequences. The American Journal of OBGYN, they published a article, really great article. You'd think, wow, this is really science. Their number one recommended diet is Mediterranean, because we're all kind of accepting of Mediterranean, and we're going to drink a lot of beer and wine and alcohol and those sort of things, and then fruits and vegetables. They recommend wine for pregnant women. Does that make any sense? No. And they recommend a plant-based diet, which all breaks down to sugar. What woman do you know that doesn't have gestational diabetes? Everyone's getting gestational diabetes. Becky, how you doing, my friend? Great. Thanks for coming in. Adriana, good morning. Jen, good morning. Good afternoon around the globe. Thanks for stopping in for the hour of Kiltz Power. And usually it's 5 a.m. Monday through Fridays. Saturday I'm off. I'm not doing. I got to spend some time with Miss T. Otherwise, she's going to run away from Kiltz. Time with T. Otherwise, she runs away from Kiltz for sure. Let's see. Minimize inflammation. Yeah, it's a laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, and keto carnivore and fasting. Absolute mundo. Elizabeth Lee. Good morning, Elizabeth. How you doing this gorgeous day in paradise? Love you, my friend. Michael Selly, learning together, have fun, and go out and play. Go outside. I was out at 5 o'clock in the morning watching the stars and the moon. It was beautiful this morning. I get my hot tub. I got my cold pool, and you got to do the work. And work is hard. But if you're not going out hunting and gathering 50,000 years ago, you're not getting fed, and you're dying. So when people say to me, "I can't wait to retire, I hate work," it's kind of like you're going to starve and die. That's it. Endometriosis doesn't resolve with antibiotics. Well, that's the laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, Alyssa. Laparoscopy, hysteroscopy, or the 2 to 3 months of Myfembree, Orilissa, Lupron, but then add the antimicrobial, Levaquin, Flagyl, Valtrex, Diflucan. Yes. You see the bugs are everywhere. I don't care the size, shape, whatever they are. They're it's the things you can't see. And I was listening to something on Parkinson's disease. I was very fascinated because my grandmother had it. My parents had it. Another good friend has it. And it's growing, kind of like diabetes, hypertension, cancer, stroke. And they recommended a Mediterranean diet. And I'm like, well, wait a minute. Isn't all fruit and vegetables break down to sugar? And isn't maybe Parkinson's disease like the diabetes type 4, right? Alzheimer's dementia type 3? Yes. Good morning, Gigi. Wishing you a wonderful Geraldine Hans and Architect Minotaura, my good friends. God bless you. I'm really excited. Sarasota's opening up. Thank you. Hallelujah. Finally. It's going to, you know what, it's got to do a little test runs around the track. And we got to do some real cases in order to do that. So please, patience in the process, learning together every day. Michael Grimaldi. Hey, Dr. Kiltz, we've been trying to get in touch with the financial team for some time. I didn't know if you could email us so we could figure it out, this problem together. Michael, text Kiltzy 315-416-9872, your problem, and then I will forward it on to the team. I am so sorry. It's sometimes a hell of a mess. I just put in Kiltz's cell phone number into the YouTube, Facebook, 315-416-9872. Text me what you need. Don't forget your name, date of birth, and I'll forward it on for sure. Thank you for bringing it up. This is good. This is why I'm here. You know what? That's it. Cryotherapy effective in eliminating inflammation. Cold water. See, more cold. But remember, the microbes, they're everywhere. You're not getting rid of them. You can't. All right. But if you do more fasting and fatty meat, I love bone broth. Before Miss T went to Australia, Melbourne, Sydney, she made Kiltzy a whole bunch of bone broth, chicken bone broth, and I cut up the beef and the pork, and I just put it in there raw. Oh my God, so good! A little bit of Malden's, Redmond, sea salt, really, really, really great and fantastic. Sarasota doesn't have a BMI. We got that one. And let's see, we'll get rid of that. We got rid of that one. Let's see. Next, let's see if I get all these. Good morning at Fantastic Retrieval, Syracuse. Hoping to do my next one. Get coming up. Absolute Mundo. And Escobar, oddest thing. We got the rest of that. Basically, you got to sometimes what happens is when you're doing a stim, nothing's happening. Stop the stim, but follow it every week or maybe twice a week. Sometimes you'll see something growing and blossoming, and then you either hit it with some gonadotropins and you see what happens. But yeah, let's see. Thank you, Brenda Stone. Appreciate you. We love you too, by the way. And I got my good friend, let's see, Esther Boros and Laszlo. Great day in paradise. To my friends in Hungary and around the globe, we're all working that everyone could put down the weapons and maybe work together at a barbecue or something like that. And we have to be more kind, generous, and loving to all humans around the globe and do our best to help others that are suffering. It's all we can do. Promo Mike to the family. My good friend Mike, who's a faster, a mighty meat eater, and eat the meat, be the master, eat the mush, be weak and meek. And again, all the diseases that I've learned to take care of in modern medicine are secondary. What I can see is a plant-based, low animal fat diet. That's all it is. Right on. Creative Soil. Hello, Mike. Let's see. I love the conversations back and forth. Remember, this is a global family. Whether you're a vegan, vegetarian, Mediterranean, pescatarian, or you're in the carnivorian space, it doesn't matter. Faith is always first. Have belief in something that God can give you to make it even better. And it's already great right now. And then for me, it's eat fertile fatty foods and fasting. So I basically ribeye steak, very fatty burgers. I maybe add a little bit of blue cheese and butter and Malden salt, Redmond salt, rock solid, amazing, even some Celtic salt. Tori Mickelson, waiting on CD1, and we are doing our first IVF cycle this month. Anything I can do to prevent HSS? Make sure, Tori, they've got you on my brain, letrozole, at least 5, if not 10 milligrams, and add some Provera 10 milligrams. Do a freeze-all cycle, day 3, for sure, and use a 10-220 low-dose protocol, Tori. For sure. Now, I'm also reminding my team members to look more at luteal phase starts, estrogen 2 to 4 milligrams a day, Provera 5 to 10 milligrams a day, and then just get a baseline and get you started. Again, you don't need to get your period. Don't need it. All right, let's see again. I'm trying to get all these. Letrozole sometimes prescribed. So letrozole is prescribed in order to lower estrogen levels, which reduces your risk of OHSS. That's why we do it. All right. Again, to all my good friends and family members around the globe, thank you so much for showing up on my Sunday morning meetup. It's the Fertile Fireside Chat. I talk about everything. It's meant to be for fertility, but I'm thinking that it's just also a fertile life, right? So you want to take care of you, but I know there's potential grandmothers and grandfathers out there, aunts and uncles and cousins. I want to see your family members have successful pregnancy. When it's not happening, we want to help them. And what I've learned is around the globe, you can take control of that by digging deep in. Look at cnyfertility.com. What's new on the horizon? There you can do all the fancy tests of the world, but I've seen so many people suddenly get pregnant on keto, carnivore, and fasting and faith. Believe in the thing you wish it to be as if it is, and it shall be that or greater. Do something kind, loving, and generous for others every single day. That's all the answer is. Right on. Lewis Henry Mitchell, good morning. Super Doc, my friends all around the globe. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. Hour of Power. My mom and dad had hypertension, and they developed Alzheimer's, and my mom had an intracranial hemorrhage and a stroke. And I know the challenges that so many of us are suffering in the world. Parkinson's also. And again, and breast cancer my mom had. And what I've learned is that these are things that may happen to any and all of us, even the carnivores, by the way. I do believe that carnivores and more fatty meat and fasting will help. Eat less food less frequently, add more fat. Bingo. That's all it is. Creative soul. Vegetables are not your friend. Fruits, fiber, vegetables, seeds, nuts. Plants basically want to make you fertilizer because you're just food. I'm sorry, you're just food. All you are, for sure. What causes low progesterone through cycle without PCOS? Well, technically, polycystic ovarian syndrome, again, that's the diagnosis way over here. But in order to get there, all these little things happen. And I think there's a lot of PCOS-like men and women, by the way. Polycystic ovarian syndrome is plant-caused or organ system damage. Plant-caused organs sickness. Plant-caused organ sickness. Again, all organs of our body are damaged by a plant-based low animal fat diet and eating 3 to 6 meals a day. And if you're hanging out at the bar drinking alcohol all the time, my friends, I love the bartenders, love the people there, but all the time, no. Plants are live organisms. Bed bugs are live organisms. Fruit, fiber, vegetables, seeds, and nuts are live organisms. Bacteria, yeast, viruses are live organisms. You're just another live organism that it wants to make food for them. And it knows we like to do these events around the globe. You know, I saw something traveling to France, and they're worried about all the bed bugs. My friends, they're everywhere. They're in your bed. Paulette, have you heard of a correlation between increased animal fat and bile production, gallbladder, and an increased dizziness, vertigo problems? I think that's all part of withdrawal to plant-based heroin, cocaine, marijuana, which is in all the plants diet. That's really it. You're withdrawing. Withdrawal, it's a nasty thing. I got my coffee, my tea, my cigarettes, my Coca-Cola, my candy, my fruits and vegetables, simply damaged because you're consuming the plant-based diet, which is from a massive, amazing plant, an industrial plant that wants to keep you weak and meek and lined up. And then they stack you up in these boxes, 100 stories tall. And they say, well, this is the way of the future. And then they're going to grow plants. And they're going to make all food, all meat out of plants. Well, I guess that I eat meat made out of plants, but I make sure nature did it, not nature's kitchen. You know what I mean? The industrial one. Cold turkey. Oh, I love cold turkey. Jump in a cold pool with a cold turkey. That might be there. Go cold turkey. A freezer full of turkey. Right on. Nancy K, how you doing? Morning Lions. How's everyone doing today? All is good here in St. Louis. I'm working on one of my dissertation chapters this morning, doing some brain exercises. Just keep on putting out there. Look, we're all writing about something and we're sharing ideas, and we go from one end to another, and we're always venturing. And I heard something like Sean Baker talks about keto now, and we know Saladino's eating fruit and honey all the time. I would just caution that you can have some plants from time to time. I just don't recommend them all of the time or any significance of frequency. That's it. AMH is 4.07. We're only doing IVF due to tubal ligation. I haven't had issues in my scared. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Always visualize the things and the outcome you wish it to be, not the things you don't want, right? Let's see. Praise God, my friends, every single day. Praise God for your presence. Fry Pam. I think I got it right. And if I'm not naming everyone's name, please forgive me. It's a little harder on my Instagrams, a little easier on the Mighty Tribe, and also my YouTube, Facebook. Again, in 30 minutes, I'm gonna sign off and then come back on the YouTube, Facebook channel for Dr. Kiltz and also the CMI Fertility. We're going to be talking with Joanna Obdike, FDNP, on nutrition and PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. See, I believe all of us have some sort of a plant-based disease because we're eating too much of it and we're snacking on carrots and celery. Doesn't make any sense, does it? I know. It's okay. You're good, Tori, but anyone could get PCOS, so we're very cautious of that. I generally recommend a frozen transfer, but if you want to do a fresh, then we use Ganirelix or Alyssa for sure. First transfer on Saturday. Mushi Rosario. I'm having a baby. I've been doing carnivore eating. Oh, let's see here. I got it. I've been doing carnivore eating. 1 meal a day for 2 months. I'm about to start IVF. I'm concerned about taking antibiotics and other meds with an empty stomach. You'll be fine. Again, you eat food on an empty stomach and you take the antibiotics on it, you'll be fine. Take a sip of water, you'll be fine. I think you'll be fine. Mindset, change your thoughts, change your mind. Keto Mike, thank you so much. Again, our good friend Wayne Dyer. If you haven't read Wayne Dyer's books, you must. I'm always reading books on positivity, love, faith, hope, kindness, generosity. Be loving, kind, and generous, right? Eva Goldman, thank you so much. Will the CoQ10 boost my AMH as well? Yes, it will. Look at the molecular fertility supplements, really great stuff there. Male and female supplements. And guys, get out of the hot tub, the steam shower, slow it down, cools those beauties down to get the sperm working better, for sure. Awesome. Gillis Arsnault. Hey, hi, Dr. Kiltz. Doctor, I know this must be off topic for today, but since carnivore for 3 months, I've had noticed my pee is bubbly, foamy, and worry me. You may be consuming too much meat, which contains a lot more proteins. You see, the proteins, amino acids are going to be foamy, and I'd say more fat in fasting, fat fasting, triple F, and throw in the fourth F. You know what? Make some love to your partner. Make some good love to your partner, but you got to be patient, kind, loving, generous, and patience. Right on. Absolutely. A lot of, I think all the dizziness is withdrawal. Again, it's simply withdrawing. And I know you want to withdraw from life sometimes, and Kiltz even takes an extra nap during the day. See, I think one of the best things you could do is take an extra nap or two. We're not napping enough. I was diagnosed with PCOS, affecting my period. Now I'm taking Nortel 777, trying to have an appointment for your clinic. Never got back to me from them. Wistland, 1016. Just keep on. Text Kiltzy, 315-416-9872. Just keep at it. I know sometimes things get lost in the mess of life. So busy sometimes, but yeah, keep at it and don't give up. CoQ10 will help your AMH. Fertile fatty foods, faith, and fasting are the three most important things I think in life. Most important. Nothing like a little bit of Gerolsteiner in a Kiltz cup. And if you drink a little tea and coffee is okay. You label it, you enable it. Keep in mind, listen, if you're thinking, oh, this is never going to work, you label it, you enable it for sure. Gigi, how you doing? Erythrocyte ESR rate. Just had some eggs and bacon this morning. I'm doing the carnivore diet. Lower, yes, ESR, CRP, all the measurements. But look if you're feeling achy and ill, I got my left elbow bursitis. I think it was from a bite, from a bug, a bed bug or a spider bite or something. Said, this guy looks mighty good. He's got enough fat on him. He's going to be great to eat. PCOS. Period. Yep. See, I think go carnivore. Polycystic ovarian syndrome is plant-caused ovarian sickness. PMS is a plant manifested sickness or plant mind sickness. How about that? PMS, plant mind sickness. That's all it is. HCG wash, can I do same day as day 5? You can't. Tori Mitchellson, you can do the wash the same day. We use a lower volume. And we don't, you're just going to get it when we can do it on the day of the transfer. Technically, some people recommend it like within 15 minutes to a couple hours, but we can't do exact. We typically do it the day prior, Tori. Absolutely. Miles of smiles every day. Put your smile on. Let's see. I got my Syracuse Smiles hat. It's Miss T's. I borrowed from her. Love orange. Melissa Arnold, you just did my transfer Friday, hoping for implantation. As we speak of success, Melissa Arnold's success is in your life. And have faith in God. Always give faith ultimately to the great creator for all of us as God. And we label it all something different, right? It's like, it's okay. I don't care if you're atheist, agnostic, spiritualist, doesn't matter. God is in all of us. Let's see, 5-gallon bucket, leaf mold, and biochar. I saw the foam and was thinking it was all the microbes fermenting my urine. Again, and don't forget that toilet might not be so clean. There's microbes just, hanging out there waiting for it, right on. All the stuff you put in the toilet, it's waiting for you. Chad Roberts, 3 weeks, stayed in ketosis, completely out of it. OMAD eating, down 20 pounds in 6 weeks, but afraid that as I lose more, I will lose muscle if fat doesn't burn. You only burn fat. I want everyone to get this right. I don't care if you're ketovore, carnivore, veganvore, herbivore, metaphor. Fat is the only mitochondrial energy. You do not burn sugar. I don't care what's your brain or anything. Fat is it. You convert amino acids and sugars in the liver via insulin to fat, or you die. So simple. Liver failure patients are skinny can't. So you don't burn muscle until you're about to die. That's all it is. You're burning fat. No more fat. Bye-bye. Fertilizer. Fast. That's it. That's a crazy one, huh? Let's see. OMAD. Well, we'll lose your muscle. Don't forget to keep the lifting. The most important part is lift your spirit up high every day. Have faith in God every single day. Love life every single day. Most important part of life is love life. Are there hardships? Yes. They're meant to be. Look at David Goggins, man. The guy is a rock star. He doesn't stop moving. Get moving. Sometimes I take a nap. Okay, 10 minutes. Goodbye. All right. Tallow beef bacon, my favorite. I would say it's going to be a bacon and butter. Between bacon and butter for sure. All right, one more. Protein turns. So too much protein turns into, most protein turns into proteins break down amino acids, break down to sugars in the liver, converted to fat, because that's the storage form of not only energy, but also amino acids, simple sugars, fatty acids, cholesterol, minerals, and vitamins are all stored in adipose tissue. So you think adipose tissue is just like fatty acids? Nope. When I talk about utilizing fat, right? See, the lymphatics they're hoses coming from all your fat stored areas, right? And it's sucking the fatty acids, the amino acids, the simple sugars, all of these things, the minerals and vitamins, and sending them everywhere in your body, because every single cell needs a lot of this shit all the time. Remember, the DNA directs the RNA, which directs the ribosomes in the endoplasmic reticulum to make proteins out of amino acids. First, you have your short chain proteins, polypeptides, and then the longer chain proteins, and then you add a sugar onto it to give it shape and function, right? But you're flooding the body with a shitload of plants and proteins, which are going to damage all of that, unfortunately. Bear S, DK, D3K2, let's see, yummy. Guancale is more yummy than bacon. I haven't tried it. I love pork belly, but I love lamb belly. I love beef belly. Love them all. Right on. All right, so I'm getting everyone here. Dr. Kiltz, I might be losing my health insurance temporarily. I have Hashimoto's and take NP thyroid. Will full carnivore potential preserve it all, heal without medications? M. Holland, absolute mundo. I mean, for the first 3.5 million years of human evolution, but maybe the last 300 years, what insurance did you need for anything? Maybe we're all spending our money on too much shit we don't even need. Maybe. Yes, maybe. That's it. Yeah, absolutely. Carnivore is the greatest thing in the world. And again, if you're drinking alcohol every day or excessive amounts of coffee or tea and adding sugar into it, deadly. And I'm sorry, honey and fruit of any significance. We have many people that say, well, I do this and I'm healthy. Well, again, if in that moment we're saying something like we're an actor on television and you believe whatever we say, like an actor with a white coat says doctor something, fake doctor. That's it. Blake, how you doing? Jeannie, good morning. Day, Colin, good morning to you. How's everyone doing on the Instagram, the Mighty Tribe, and YouTube, Facebook? Thanks again for stopping in. The Hour of Power in 18 minutes countdown. We're going to talk about PCOS, how PCOS affects overall health, how PCOS impacts fertility, general nutrition and health, by the way, the ideal diet for women with PCOS, preconception, during pregnancy, and afterwards, other ways to improve health and prepare for a fertility journey specific to women, and anything else you deem relevant on PCOS and nutrition. And we're going to talk about men also. See, I think men have PCOS also, plant-caused organ sickness. And testicles are organs, ovaries are organs, right? All of it's just another organ. Forever, Deja, and Rick Frazier, hello to you, my friends. Reverses everything. Reverses everything, M. Holland. Like, it's radical. But don't believe me. Listen, you're looking, you're going to read all the articles, you're going to look for the answers, and you're going to say, well, where's the prospective randomized double-blind placebo-controlled study? Ain't there. And you ain't going to get it, because it depends how much money you have to get the mission put out there on the waves, right? The Fat of the Land by Vilhelmur Stephenson. You must read the book. It's all about one thing. It's carnivore. Step back, carnivores. It's amazing. Reverse TV series. You got to see it on Carnivore. Radical. Kiltz, explain alpha-gal syndrome, please, and how to get rid of it on Carnivore. Well, I'm not an expert on alpha-gal, I'll tell you that, all right? But if you label it, you enable it. My bet is you got to eat, to me, where you got to do more fasting and more fat, right? That's it. This idea that there's some sort of a substance in meat or a tick that's going to get you and take you down. I don't know if I believe that so much. But listen, viruses, bacteria, yeast, and all these microbes are there and everywhere. To me, it's the fatty meat. I do ribeye steak every day. You can live on ribeye steak, fatty meat, and salt and water, and that's all you need. Do it the Lions diet, Michaela Peterson. I call it the Lion's Way. And I love the bacon's way, the baby's way. Bacon, eggs, butter, beef, Kiltz's ice cream, salt. Hey, Keith from Plymouth, Michigan. Troy, awesome. Becca Kurtz, how you doing, Becca? Nancy K. Again, Dr. K is a super doc. Thank you so much, by the way. I appreciate everyone. You are superhumans, all of you. I don't care your size, shape, age, weight, gender, whatever you've been labeled with. Well, you got a disease. Oh, and we can't help you have a baby because you have a disease. And then someone's going to say, well, they don't have enough money. Or maybe what else? You don't have enough money, or maybe you're not smart enough, or we haven't cleared you through psychiatry in order to have a baby. Well, you actually have to get a psychiatrist after you have a baby, because it's crazy to want to have one. I have one. She's amazing, by the way. She's a pain in my ass some days. But I say it in a gentle, loving, kind way, for sure. Ketosis is not important to me. Being and measuring ketosis is not. Now, I think, though, if you're working the journey to figure out, well, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? I say bacon, eggs, butter, beef, Kiltz's ice cream, salt, one meal a day or less. And we're doing a 3-day fast at the beginning of every month. We're doing a 5 to 7 day fast, January, July. And it's food freedom. That's what it's all about. 3 weeks of ketosis. Yeah, it's not that important, Chad. But listen, I'm getting a keto mojo. I'm going to test some things and just kind of play around with it. But every time you look at it and you say, well, it's wrong, it's bad, then you worry. I got my testosterone and my vitamin D and TSH levels drawn, and my fasting glucose. My fasting glucose was 50. All right, and my testosterone was low, my vitamin D was low, and my thyroid was fine, and I felt fine. I felt fantastic. My elbow, my Nancy K, thank you. You can still see it a little bit. It's gone down. It's not as painful. It's trying to get me. They're trying to get me, the bugs and the beasts of the world. Aaron Baker, being in loving relationship with your mind sustains inner peace. Aaron Abke. Again, be in love with the person in the mirror. Start there. Well, they don't love me. Well, maybe you need to love you. It's like you don't love you enough, so you're searching for someone else. I love you, honey. Well, you got to say, I love you, honey. If she or he or whatever it is, the dog licks your face, be happy with that. Jammer Travels. Hey, Kiltzy. Some great morning. Let's see. My good friends at Metro Pharmacy down in Manhattan, New York area, New Jersey, maybe. Let's see. Reunite. Let's see. Organon. And again, we do get sponsored sometimes by some of the pharmaceuticals, because I'm in the business of making babies, and we use a lot of pharmaceuticals. We had a great meeting yesterday with our global team, really working to help communicate and help the communication for all of our communities out there, that we can always do better at CNY Fertility. So again, we're all working. I'm at church always. Jammer Travels, like right now, this is church. This is church land. Kiltz is church land. Heavenly Mother and Father, thank you, God, Lord, creator, for this day, every day. And look in the mirror, and we're there now. Worries are holding you down more than anything else. Absolutely. But sometimes, we all have worries from time to time. But what you want to do is you want to quickly move them and shine the light on them, but you got to turn them around. You got to break them open. You got to dig deep into it, figuring out what's the jive here. What do I need to do to jump deep into the jive? Paul R. Anthony, my friend, an amazing day in God's universe. Carnivore Tribe. Hello, Doc. What is your view on coconut water? Well, let's see. It's coconut juice. It's not coconut water. All right. We know where water comes from. It comes from the rain or the rivers, maybe the oceans, but coconut juice, almond juice, oat juice, soy juice. It's not milk and it's not water. It's a juice. So what do I think about it? The plants want to convert you to fertilizer. That's all it is. They want to make you fertilizer. That's it. So simple. Deal with salt sensitivity. Let's see. Belal Magdi. Use less salt, and you be the one that salts your own meal. I'd just do a sprinkle or two. Sometimes I oversalt it. I'm like, whoop, what did I do? And then Miss T, she salted the bone broth. So we made a double batch and didn't salt the second batch. Perfect. And I had butter, fatty meat, bacon, eggs, to see, Kaya Katie, to see the good in everyone and everything. We're all fighting. Now we got bombs and all this shit that we're throwing around the world. Jammer Travels, not plants, meat made, bugs, worms, crickets. It's all nuts. Right on. Rachel Guard, morning, Doc, eating me a big fatty ribeye this AM. And since my last cycle, I'm feeling much better. Day one with no headaches, minimal cramping. I'm telling you, how do you fix PMS, PCOS? This is the vitamin for that. Right on. And this is my Snake River Farms. Now, I'm a little crazy on Snake River Farms, but our ancestors' foods, Alpine Meats is really great. Let's see, Hassel. Oh, so many great ones out there. But bone-in American Wagyu beef, tomahawk ribeye, aged 28 ounces. This is like I wear this around my neck. Get Liver King here, right on. Ketosis is not important. We got that. Michael Selly. We don't stop playing because we grow old. We grow old because we stop. You got to get out there. Listen, I'll be 68 March 12th, 2023. Is that like rocking crazy, right? Vitamin G, my good friend Ben Azadi, vitamin G is basically gratitude, kindness, love, the attitude of love, kindness. I'm in love with you, baby. Just keep playing. Keep playing. Stephanie St. Louis, at what point do you recommend alleviating coffee prior to an embryo transfer? Chai or green tea okay to have in moderation? Minimization, Stephanie. I don't care if you use a little coffee, tea, chai. Minimization. Remember, they're plant antigens. There's plant chemicals. There's plant sugars, even in unsugared, unhoneyed tea or coffee. It's there. When should you stop it? Minimize a minimal cup of decaf a day and throw the rest away. I do a sip or two. I'm like, okay, I'm off coffee. Person turquoise waving, person turquoise waving. All right. Let's see. Kitra Vilma. Hi, Dr. Kiltz. Nice for me and my husband to meet you yesterday. Fantastic, Vilma. Awesome. The airport soon. Questions. Good to drink. Bone broth. Yeah, bone broth twice a day. Absolutely fatty. Make sure you got the fatty bone broth. And it's, it gelatinizes in the refrigerator. It's got a lot of that, let's see, chondroitin sulfate and all that stuff. That's really good. Really great. Put on protocol. I'm 29, healthy, and have had successful pregnancies, but due to a tubal ligation, we are going through IVF to give my husband his first child. Awesome for you. AMH is 4.07, and we were planning on doing a 5-day fresh transfer. Feel like we could have success. Absolutely, but I want you to do letrozole. I want you to do 10, 220 antagonists, HCG lupron trigger for sure, my friends. Nancy K, thank you again. Creative Soil, thanks again. Okay, 8 minutes of power. Then I'm gonna go. I'm gonna sign off and then sign back on YouTube, Facebook. So those on Kiltz's Instagram, if you want to learn about polycystic ovarian syndrome, come over to the YouTube, Facebook Live at 11 o'clock. Excited about that, and it's all for free, by the way. Do a video with Professor Bart K. Yeah, Kiltz and K, absolutely. K and Kiltz, right on. We'll get one. Rachel Gard, thanks a lot. Appreciate you. Glad to know. Almost 33, 34. Young. See, Kiltz is 67, as young as can be. Every day I get younger and younger every day. Every day. God's paradise. We're in God's paradise. And remember, you're worried about dying. Put it away. It's going to happen. Okay, you're physically, but spiritually, you're eternal. Your energy, it just dissipates and it goes back into everything else. They're going to be building a house out of you one day, right? She's now a tree material. I know. Nicole Brown, good morning to you. Creative Soil, cold shower day will change your life. That's what I do. I get up, I shave, I cold shower it, and I get moving it. Love cold shower. Sabine Murat, good morning to you. Good day. Aaron Baker, just finished my slow burn workout, energized and feeling positive for the day. Every single day, say, thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for the day. Start the day that way. Addicted to coffee, and help to stop coffee would be appreciated. Well, let's see. Don't use the word Buzz Hill. I'm addicted to coffee. Say I'm a non-coffee drinker. I'm a non-coffee drinker. That's how you start, right? But, if you haven't gone carnivore, do something like carnivore and then fasting. And then I stopped. Listen, I did no coffee for 1 year, zero. I have a little bit of from time to time, but I really minimize it to maximize my life. Feel better than ever before. Rocking amazing. Cold shower is the best. Absolutely. Let's see. Giles Arnott, he goes through them all. Absolutely. I'm clicking up and down. I tend on the YouTube, Facebook, I go right down the list. I'm also on the Mighty Tribe. I work to go down the list and get everyone's Q's and A's. On the Instagram, I got to see it on a question at the bottom because it all zips by me so fast. And then I can't use a larger platform, and my finger, see, I got these beefy pottery can fingers, and I try my guitar, I got these stubby little things. 41 years young, awesome. MH 1.5, 30 follicle count. What are your best dual trigger versus? You know what? It depends on how your estradiol is, Layla. But I do a lot of low dose HCG 2500. Do a dual Lupron and a 2500 HCG potentially. They're going to say, well, Kiltz, let me do that. 14 days, losing about a half a pound a day. Today, healthy as long as I have minerals. Doc, just lowered my thyroid meds. Awesome. Again, you'll get off it. And don't forget the desiccated thyroid stuff. That might be something to look at for as an option for you. A little more Gerolsteiner. Less water. All right. MSGA hat makes Syracuse great again. Absolutely. I mean, Syracuse is a great little spot. I moved from Los Angeles to Berkeley, Oakland Hills, and then 95, I moved to Skinny Atlas, New York. I worked in Auburn for a year and a half, then moved to Syracuse. Been there ever since. Opened up in Albany, then Rochester, Buffalo, Atlanta, Sarasota, Colorado Springs, and the CMI Fertility, working for affordability, access, quality, integration, East and West, nutrition, all of it. Thankful don't have any major issues other than weight and hormonal headaches. Okay, so now don't blame headaches on hormones or your weight. It's inflammation. Fat doesn't cause disease, and your hormones don't cause disease either. You may notice some hormonal changes because the inflammation may be changing based on the hormonal environment, which happens normally as you're getting close to your menstrual period. All right. We need to eat things otherwise. Ben Wu, how you doing, my friend? Rachel Gard, thanks a lot for stopping in. Aspirin a day with the frozen. I do a lot of aspirin, low-dose aspirin, 81 milligrams a day. Scratch biopsy a day, 3 to 5 of the same cycle that you're doing a natural cycle transfer. I would say maybe if you could catch it before the period, probably better, a tail V. But if you do day 1 to 5, I'd say probably okay. Just a quick scratch, maybe. Have enough omega-6s. Thank you. Listen, I don't focus on omega-3, 6s. I eat fatty meat. None of us really know the omega ratios. We're making it up. Sorry. All right. I'm going to scooch down because I got to get off here to get online with Johanna. Let's see. Judy G. A month of herpes simplex outbreaks, then the flu, now low back pain. What the heck? I know. I get bursitis. I had calcific tendonitis. It's just all normal life. Don't like stress over it. The Bay Area has collapsed too. I know it's all crazy. Morning from Idaho, Judy G. Herbert Cavas. I am healthy and young. Ben Wu, Nancy K. You're multi-talented. I'm just living life the best I can, right? Every single day, and say, thank you, God, Lord, Creator, for today. All right, my friends. I'll see you back. If you want to come over and join us back on live on the YouTube, Facebook, on Dr. Kiltz and See My Fertility, we're going to talk about PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome. I appreciate everyone for being